Hello, and welcome to Tommy B Movie Reviews. This week, I did the movie Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. I saw it yesterday, and I am still tired. That is a long, long movie. Is it good? Parts. I would sum up the movie in one sentence saying, it's like a fat kid on a seesaw. Very uneven. Now let's just start. Oh, by the way, if there are any spoilers in this, sorry. You had 800 years to read the book, okay? Let's start with the acting. Matt Damon. He was good. He anchored the film, and I very much believe that he was this weary soldier. He fit in with the movie, which is what I think actors are supposed to do. Robert Pattinson, he was good. Mr. Batman, I believed him. I believed he lived in those times. Now, those are the only two actors I can think of that really sold the film to me. Now, it might have been Mr. Christopher Nolan's idea that he said, actors, my movie is spectacular. Please don't detract from it by acting. Please be flat and neutral. Anne Hathaway, who I genuinely really like, I don't know. Her character choice was interesting. I think she decided, hey, I think I'll play Anne Hathaway in a blue dress. And Tom Holland, the little Spidey guy, I like that guy. Why the hell did he take this part? It is very, very uninteresting. I mean, I kept praying. I was like, please turn into Spider-Man, because that's the only way you're going to salvage this very, very boring role. Finally, John Bergenthal. I like this dude. The Punisher, I love his work. However, I wasn't sure about the choice he made. Now, I think he probably did some research and said, ooh, Christopher Nolan likes to play with time. So I'll be a guy from Philadelphia who falls into a wormhole and goes back in time, and now he's a guy in olden times with cool outfits from Philadelphia. What the hell was going on? The best actor in the movie was the CGI Cyclops. This guy showed more emotional depth in his brief time on film than any of those paid actors. That says something. In fact, I would like to see what additional work Cyclops might do, but with that face, I think he might be potentially limited. Okay, now, let's get to all the weird shit that happened. Oh, and the sound. The sound in the movie is either very, very non-existent or super, super loud. I think maybe the sound design guy used to be a karaoke operator in Vietnam. You know the slogan, it ain't music unless the walls shake. Holy shit, it was loud. And then the costumes. Overall, very, very good costuming. But there was one. See, they go to this island, and there's all of a sudden a little boy who turns around and screams and brings his giant friends. Why in the hell was he wearing like a 1970s sci-fi outfit with a rubber helmet from Walmart? Can someone please explain? Oh no, we don't have to, because it's a Christopher Nolan movie. Unacceptable. And very, very weird. Okay, now the good stuff. The action is incredible. Actually, the action is incredible. Right? You got a whirlpool. You got the Cyclops. You got caves and castles and all that. And monsters that come out of cliffs unexpectedly. And that, all that works. All that works. The Trojan horse in particular was very cool. It shows you how it might have worked. Now, I'm going to say that made me very uncomfortable because they are cram-packed in there for 10 days. 10 days. Even if they didn't see the soldiers inside, couldn't they smell them? Them dudes had to be funky by then. I couldn't have done it. It looked very uncomfortable, probably even more uncomfortable than a Vietnam sleeper bus. And that's saying something. But otherwise, yeah, the action scenes were great. There's a lot of it that's unexplained. Like they go to the island with the giant Cyclops, and then they leave and they go to another island with the sci-fi boy, and he screams, and all his friends are giants. What the hell is going on in that region? Is the food just too nutritious? I don't know. And finally, let's end on the witch. They go to this island, and there's this woman all by herself. She seems to be thriving. She invites them in for dinner. She said, I happen to cook for 17 soldiers today. I'm already suspect. But then she says, go outside and leave your weapons. So they go in back, and there's like 1,000 other people's weapons. To me, this is a sign. But nope, they're hungry. What the heck are they thinking? That's like if you sleep over at a serial killer's house and you go to the bathroom in the morning and you see 10 bodies in the bathtub and you think to yourself, maybe I could use a shower. Then she feeds them pigs and they turn into pigs. Okay, that makes sense. So why in the hell did she turn into one dude into a puma, a cheetah, a lion, and a tiger? What the hell did they eat? Okay? And furthermore, what if the sailors came the next day and she served lasagna? What would have happened then? Oh, I'm tired. If you want to see this movie, go ahead. It's pretty entertaining, but it is long. My recommendation is go on a hot day. That's 3 hours of free air conditioning. And also get a drink with one of them pointy straws, so you can start poking your face in the end to stay awake like I did. Okay, that's my review. Tommy B, The Odyssey. Like and share.